How to configure the room booking module. How to allocate access to staff. Once logged into School Workspace as an admin user, there will be the need to allocate access to other staff members, so they too can manage the room booking module. Staff who will be using this module to make bookings will not need the same access rights as the admin users. To give access to staff to School Workspace, navigate to School Settings, then Staff Roles. For staff to be able to manage this module, they will need to be assigned to the Room Booking Admin Security Group. For staff to be able to log into School Workspace and make a booking, they will need to be assigned to the Teaching Security Group. How to configure the room booking system. Before any rooms or resources can be booked by staff, a few configurations will need to be carried out. We will now go through each of these configurations. How to define the categories. When creating a new room or a resource, each one will need to be assigned to a category type. To create these, navigate to the Room Booking module, then the Resources tab, and finally select Configure. The category types will be entered in a CSV format, therefore, you will need to ensure that you include a comma in between each option. We will create the following types: meeting room, office, classroom, and halls. How to define the sessions. When staff book a room or a resource, these bookings will be based on a single or multiple sessions type. There are a variety of options available to base these sessions on. Having different types will make it easier and quicker for staff to make their bookings. Once the different types of sessions have been created, these session types will then be assigned to a room. We will now create a few sessions based on the different types available. Firstly, we will create an all-day session. This will allow staff to book a room or resource for the defined time, which will be all day. To create this type, navigate to the Room Booking module, then select the Resource tab. Once selected, select Configure. The session type will be all day. The days available will be Monday to Friday, and the from and to time will be the day that the school is available for. We will enter from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Secondly, we will create an AM and PM session. This will allow staff to book a room or resource for the defined time during the morning or afternoon. To create this session, we will need to enter two session types, one for AM and the other for the PM. By creating two session types, one time can be defined for the morning session, and the other for the afternoon. The days available for both session type will be Monday to Friday. Enter AM in the field name for the first session type, then enter PM in the field name for the second. Then finally enter the times for each of the sessions. We will enter from 9 to 12:30 for the AM session, then 12:30 to 6 p.m. for the PM session. Finally, we will create a period session type. This type will allow staff to book a room or resource based on the lesson structure of the school. To create these types, select the number of periods that the school has in a day. We will select 5, as the school has a 5-lesson day structure. We will select that each of these are available from Monday to Friday. Label each type with the appropriate lesson name. We will label them from Lesson 1 to Lesson 5. Finally, enter the start and end time for each lesson. Once completed, select Save. From the above, you can see that this module is very flexible, and you can create as many session types as you require. Once created, these can be assigned to a room or resource. Managing rooms from Exams Assist. If the school has subscribed to Exams Assist, then there is a functionality to copy the rooms that are used in Exams Assist into the Room Booking module, saving setup time. To copy these rooms across, navigate to the Room Booking module, then the Resources tab. Once selected, select Configure, then create Exam Room Resources. Once created, all rooms used in Exams Assist will now appear in the Room Booking module. Once the rooms have been copied across, it is possible to edit any of these rooms, then deleting them if they are not required. How to add a room, resource, or multiple rooms. To add a new room, multiple rooms, or a resource into the Room Booking module, navigate to the Resources tab, then either select Add Room, Add Multiple Rooms, or Add Resource. How to add a room. Once Add Room is selected, it's possible to either add a room from the imported list from the school's MIS system, or alternatively, you can create a new room. We will select an existing room, the boardroom, then assign to the meeting room category. Therefore, when the user selects the meeting room category, this room will appear in the list ready for booking. The school can assign 2 owners to a room. By assigning an owner, when bookings are made, these will appear for the staff on their Bookings tab on their homepage in School Workspace. We will also select that we would like the owner to receive an email when their room is booked and for a booking confirmation email to be sent when the room is booked. We will not select for exams use only, as this room needs to be available for all staff to book. The period type are the sessions that we previously created. We will select that this room is available to be booked for both all day and morning and afternoon sessions. We will finally select that the room can only be booked up to 13 weeks in the future. Once happy with the room settings, select Save. Once saved, this room will be available for staff to start booking. How to add multiple rooms. To add multiple rooms at once, select Add Multiple Rooms from the Resource tab. To multi-select rooms, select the rooms whilst holding down the control button. This will allow you to select several rooms at once. Once the rooms have been selected, select the relevant period type for these rooms. Finally, select the how long in the future staff member can make a booking. If an owner needs to be assigned to any of these rooms, once the rooms have been added, the owners can be assigned later by editing that specific room. How to add a resource. If there is a need to add resources into the Bookings module, items such as laptop trolleys or any other bookable resources that the school may have. Creating a resource is the same process as creating a new room within the module. To add a resource, navigate to the Room Booking module and select the Resources tab. Once selected, select Add Resource. We will create a resource called Laptop Trolley. In the description field we will enter some details about the trolley. We will enter the number of laptops in the trolley and the location of the trolley. We will assign an owner to the trolley and the second owner will be a member of the IT department so they too can keep an eye on the bookings. We will select that the owners of the room will receive an email when the resource is booked and a confirmation email is sent to the member of staff making the booking. This resource will only be available to book during school lessons, so we will only select period. Members of staff can book this resource up to 13 weeks into the future. Then select Save. Once saved, the members of staff will be able to book this resource. How to upload bookings from a third-party product. There is the functionality within the Room Booking module to import bookings from a third-party product. The format of this file can be found in the Room Booking manuals. To upload this file, navigate to the Room Booking module, then select the Resources tab. Once selected, select Configure and upload the saved file.